Hello, fine folks of the YouTube land. I'm coming at you again with another video. Haven't done one in a while, so figured why not. This one is, as you can see, the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 metal, or the Slayer, as I like to call it. Um, and I made this joke on Instagram, but I really wish that I hope Smith & Wesson will make a steel, like a heavy steel version of this gun, like steel frame version, and call it the heavy metal. That would I would buy one instantly. So obviously I bought this one instantly almost. I've had it for a few weeks now, I guess, and or a couple weeks. I don't know. I was really excited when they announced it. I know people think it's stupid. I don't really care. I like metal frame guns. I like the M&P. I have a regular 2.0 full size that I really like shooting. Um, anyway, I was just really interested in this gun. Um, I've had it for a little bit. I've done a few things to it, as you can see, and I'll just kind of go over that real quick. I ditched the uh, plastic mounting plates, which probably work fine, but I didn't, plastic plates. I mean, whatever. At least you're screwing the optic into the slide, which is nice. It's probably the best part of this mounting system that Smith does. But I got a C&H aluminum plate for a little bit more rigidity there, hopefully a little more durability, and some Dawson suppressor height sights. And I was worried that they would be too tall. A lot of these sights end up being way too tall, like they cover up way too much of your optic. But fortunately, I don't know if you can see very well. You probably can't. You can kind of see how they just barely pick up. Um, yeah, you can't really see. Sorry, my phone sucks. But they sit just high enough where you can pick them up, like right at the bottom of the window, which is perfect. Don't need them that visible, but definitely want to have them just in case. Um, it's funny. I've seen dots go down in classes that I've been to, and um, the people shooting just sit there and look for the dot. They think it's like out of the window somewhere, and instead of reverting back to their backup irons, which is what they're there for, it's kind of funny. Something to think about if you run a dot gun. The dot is the Holosun 508T, the whatever titanium fancy version that they do. This one's a little beat up. It's been on a few different guns, but I wanted it on here. I've got probably only like 400 rounds through this gun so far. I haven't shot it that much. Just enough to kind of get an idea of what I wanted out of it, um, or wanted to do to it, so to speak. And the other things you can see, I've added some skateboard tape to a few different areas here. I really like, if I could only have traction on a gun somewhere, it would be right under trigger guard here. I really put a lot of pressure on the underside of the trigger guard, and it helps with my sport hand grip. And I just hate it when my hand starts sliding down the trigger guard. I hate it. So, uh, glued on some skateboard tape there, some here, right there, a little bit for my thumb. This is just kind of for the pad of the drumstick. Well, this hand, but a little extra traction. The only thing I don't care for about the way Smith did this gun, was the back strap and the front strap. I really wish this were just solid, honestly. If it were just solid, smooth metal, I would be happier, because then I would just put grip tape on it. But this little plastic bit in here, it kind of shakes around a little bit. It's got a little tiny bit of wiggle. I actually super glued it in place at the top because it was bugging me so bad. That's kind of annoying, and you can tell, like, I don't even know how they got this thing in there, but that's kind of a frustrating, kind of a weird choice on their part. I don't know why they didn't make these removable so that you could put different textures in. That would have been a cool idea, but I guess they didn't think to do that. The backstrap's fine, honestly. I do wish this were solid metal too, but you know, I guess you can swap around backstraps, if you want. It does give you a similar feel to the regular M&P, which is a good thing. Like if you carry a regular M&P and you want to use this one for training or competition or whatever. Um, it's still really lightweight. I keep seeing people throw around like 6 ounces heavier on the internet, like on different videos. I think Jerry Mikulik said that in his video on it. It's like an ounce, maybe an ounce and a half heavier than a regular M&P. It's really not any different. I just think it looks cool. I mean, I'm gonna be straight up. I think it looks awesome. I think it feels really good. You know, especially after I glued that stupid thing. Feels really good. It shoots great. It's a little bit softer shooting than a regular M&P, but not that noticeable. The M&P is already a pretty soft shooting gun. Um, but yeah, so that's all I've got on it right now. It's kind of a first impressions thing, and figured I would talk about it just a little bit. I've got a dummy round in there. Probably there we go. Can't see. I usually keep dummy rounds in the guns that I dry fire a lot. Oh, the other thing that it bugs me, the trigger firing or the over travel stop in here, it wiggles like it moves. Like, why couldn't you just mill like a little bump into the metal and use the little bump? I'm afraid this thing will fall out one day because it's just like so wobbly. I don't know. It's a little weird, but as long as it falls out of the gun, not into the gun, I guess that's a. They did remove that stupid little slide slide lock spring detent thing. That's good. It's easier to drop the slide. These do have extended slide levers slightly, which I normally don't like because either I'll usually either ride them down and it won't lock back on an empty mag, or sometimes, and this is worse, I'll push up on it while it's shooting because it just kind of my grip is kind of going up like that, and it'll lock back, and there'll still be mag rounds in the mag. So that's kind of hasn't done it yet. I don't think it will. Sometimes it does on Glocks. That's what happens, which is why I don't run any extended slide lock on Glocks. But everything else is pretty much it. Trigger, again, I've got a dummy round in there. The trigger is really good. Got really smooth uptake there. A little bit of creep and just a tiny little bit of a break there. Pretty good, pretty shootable. I like where it breaks further forward. Sorry, I'm out of frame. I like where it breaks further forward, similar to a Glock. I haven't tried any of these triggers in the newer 2.0s, but hopefully they're just as good. I'd really like to get one of these triggers to put in my regular 2.0, but might just have to get an Apex or something for that one. But I really like the trigger, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's the machining on the metal is really good. It's just I think the Cerakote color is pretty awesome. It's definitely got like a kind of a, I don't know, sci-fi look to it. It's pretty cool. Anyway, that's all I really want to do. Just a quick video. I'll try to put a bunch of rounds through it. Like I said, I've got like 400 through it. I'm going to try and get to the range this week and dump a few hundred more through it, and just do it as I can. But that's pretty much it. And hope you guys have a good one.